This is the most anticipated reaction here on this channel because Simulated Leviathan, aka Rory the Goat, has dropped a new video. Are boomers planning an alien invasion?
It's official. Aliens exist. Yes, aliens are real. Now, how do we know this?
Before we begin, I must tell you my personal take on aliens. I think aliens are a government psyop. I don't think we've ever had contact with them. In fact, I don't even think they're fucking real. Oh, Philion, you don't believe in aliens. Let's be real for a second, okay? All these alien sightings happen to take place in America. We live in 2026. We have telescopes that can zoom in on the pubic hairs on my scrotum from outer space. Every single person on the planet has a 4K recording device in their pocket, thanks to Bill Gates airdropping the third world iPhones. I have never seen an alien. I wish they were real so I would have another thing to fuck. But all these fucking ex-operators, it's all smoke and mirrors. It's taxpayer money just being lit on fire. It pisses me off to no end. Not real, fake and gay. Official stamp of approval from Philion.
Well, trusted sources have come out and told us that actually
Task Force on the Declassification of Federal Secrets. You put a fucking official seal and some sans serif font with some slight kerning, and the normies lose their minds. Oh, it must be real because they're wearing a suit. You're being astroturfed. You're literally being laughed at in a boardroom.
the US government have known about aliens for a long time, since the 1940s. And they haven't told us about it. They've been keeping this a secret from the public.
Why is that my literal build, though? That's insane.
Until now. Because now they're coming out and telling us that actually there's a compendium of aliens. It's not just one alien. Oh, no, no, no.
The Greys, the Nordics, the Insectoids, and the Reptilians.
There's a continuum of aliens. All the way from bipedal corporeal aliens, which is like physical aliens on 2 feet.
I found an alien one time and ate the whole thing to hit my protein. Hell yeah.
To plasma sentient aliens, which is like ghost aliens with sentience, I guess.
Trump and the Nordic race of aliens. I've seen this picture. The Nordic race, the Hyperboreans, they're wearing red and they visited the White House. You guys see this?
Now you have to admit, things are getting a little...
Dude, he put the song back on. Please, Rory, please, give me the name of the song. I need it. It scratches my brain in all the right places.
Weird on the alien front and the UFO front at the moment. Things are getting crazy. Donald Trump has recently been photographed with the Nordic race of alien.
Yep, the Targaryens visited the White House.
Yes, the Space Nords. Or potentially they are actually the Agathans that have left their underground
The Kirkians.
kingdom to meet with Trump. We're not quite sure, but...
Erling Haaland.
Shortly after this meeting, Donald Trump announced to the public...
Dude, I am this close to just going platinum blonde. Just bleaching the shit out of my hair. I would look insane.
That he would be releasing the UFO and alien information. He would be disclosing this information. And he said it's very interesting stuff. But of course, it doesn't stop there.
And people have the audacity to tell me to cut my hair. You are a slave. This is fucking majestic. This is royal. Your girl twirls my hair and braids my shit. Put some respect on the fucking locks.
Whistleblower after whistleblower talking about aliens. We've got the mainstream media.
There's a reason why every wizard has long hair.
Pushing these ideas, pushing out videos.
Did Achilles have a fade, you clown? That's what I thought. The most masculine men are in touch with their feminine. Carl Jung speaks of this. They've integrated their shadow. There's levels to this actualization shit, and you're not even on the pyramid.
Videos of unidentified flying objects. We've got
Achilles had a Norwood.
scientists talking about how they're going to announce...
That's why no one will remember your name.
...aliens to the public. We've got the greatest propagandist of the boomer era.
Literal Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg. Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg releasing a movie called Disclosure Day, where this is exactly what happened.
Dude, Disclosure Day pissed me off. I didn't see the movie, and I refused to, because Emily Blunt, my queen, I'm smoking that Emily Blunt, was just like, and I was like, I'm not watching that.
They disclose aliens to the public. We've got all this stuff going on. It's
Can somebody spoil the movie for me? What happens in Disclosure Day?
almost like there's an agenda, right? It seems like there's an agenda, like they're pushing these ideas onto us. But here's the thing. Why? Why is all this happening? And why is it happening now?
There's an alien at the end. Everything got disclosed. Oh, they disclosed it. Okay. All right, what type of alien is it? Is it the gray alien? Is it the insectoid, the reptilian? Or is it the Agarthan Nordics? He's going to tell me? All right, bet.
These are good questions. These are all great questions. Let me just take... I think we should start this video by talking about...
Get this guy on Joe Rogan, but the microphone would melt with all the schizo truth nukes that he would provide to the masses. They're not ready for Rory, bro. I wish I had Moglogs in stock so that I could sell them, make a shit ton of money, and then bankroll Rory as like my top necromancer wizard. Like he could be my #1 ranked warlock, getting to the literal papyrus Dead Sea Scrolls, discovering Alexandria, finding Atlantis. I need him on my team.
John Podesta.
Who the fuck was this guy? Was he a coach?
So I'm going to assume you know who John Podesta is, right? He's one of these like shape-shifting, reptilian-like US politicians that's been around for a long time.
Who am I thinking of? I have no idea.
In the 90s, he worked with Bill Clinton. In the 2000s, he worked with Barack Obama. In 2016, he was the chairman of Hillary Clinton's presidential campaign.
Ah, this is part of the Pizzagate scandal.
And of course, that was a fucking disaster because John Podesta's emails were leaked to the public. Rest in peace to Seth Rich, of course. Now, within John Podesta's emails, there was a lot of shady stuff which made Hillary Clinton look bad, but also there was some weird stuff.
Doesn't it piss you off that this is the physiognomy of some of like the most powerful people in the world? Like this guy, bro. He looks like Kermit. He looks like he looks like Tertullian. He looks like a Tortuga. He looks tortoise-like.
Shall we say code words for pizzas, grape soda, hot dogs? $65,000 for hot dogs. That's a lot of money for hot dogs. And you
That's a lot of hot dogs. And I already know they're not Snake River Farms Wagyu beef. No shot. They're probably like fucking Sabret or Hebrew National. Fucking, they're not even Moglog. That's insane.
know about this, right? We all know about this.
He's got the sneaky fucker physiognomy.
But also, there were some emails about UFOs and aliens, including a chain of emails from, get this, the lead singer of Blink-182.
Tom DeLonge, bro. He is one of the biggest alien conspiracy theorists.
Going back to 2015. See, here's the thing about John Podesta.
Now, was he trying to fry Tom's brain to dispense this information on the masses?
Before he was associated with child abductions, he was associated with alien abductions. See, John Podesta used to be the UFO alien guy. Conspiracy theory circles, especially within the UFO alien space, they loved John Podesta.
Interesting. Generals, pilots, and government officials go on the record with a forward by John Podesta.
They thought that he was their guy on the inside that was finally going to release.
This is the extremely CIA tech.
To declassify, to disclose the alien information.
Disclosure Day.
To the public. How crazy is that? Of course, after 2016, they wanted...
Dude, we're 4 minutes in. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. These are the best videos being made on this platform. This is what YouTube was made for. This brings me back to the fucking golden age. When I was a little boy, before I even started my YouTube channel, and I would just soy face.
Nothing more to do with him. Well, some of them still like him. It's kind of strange relationship they have. See, John Podesta has been
Government officials don't go on the record without the government's prior approval. And the ones who do get into car accidents.
talking about UFOs and aliens for over 30 years. In 1993, he worked with the UFO Disclosure Initiative. Now, this was a program to try and get the alien information to the public. Basically, the government was hiding the truth. The truth was out there, but the government was hiding it. And this was a way of getting this out to the public so that everyone knows aliens exist. Now, the UFO
I think that's just another layer of the AstroTurfing campaign. I think all of this is just compartmentalized information to add to the world building and the lore of aliens' existence.
Disclosure Initiative also goes by a different...
Because aliens represent this fun sort of idea of bread and circus that retards can just point to and just get distracted by. Instead of realizing that they're getting fucked, bent over by the government. That's my opinion.
Different name. The Rockefeller UFO Disclosure Initiative. See, in the early 90s...
Aliens, as these big-headed, bald little creatures, only exist in our brains because of media. There's literally no basis for that beyond propaganda. I know. I forget what you call this, but it's like, we cannot picture what an alien would look like because it's only being perceived by what is already familiar to us. Like, we can play with the uncanny valley, but another example. What was that movie with Ryan Gosling and with the space crab? That movie pissed me off too. It was actually good. Rocky. Project Hail Mary, dude. Just complete goy slop. Like, cute story, but like once the alien came on screen, I was like, dude, just kill me.
Two of the richest families got together. Two of the leading members of the Bilderberg Group Society. They got together and they decided to fund the whole UFO alien movement of that era.
The Prince of Liechtenstein.
See, Lawrence Rockefeller and his friend Hans Adam II.
El Takeville, that was a good film. Bad film. I wouldn't even call it a film. I would call it Marvel-adjacent bullshit.
Who is the Prince of Liechtenstein, both of which represent some of the richest families in the world, by the way.
You want a good movie? Go watch Sunshine with Cillian Murphy.
Rockefeller, of course, representing the Rockefeller family, and Hans...
For 7 years I spoke with God.
Adam II representing the royal family of Liechtenstein.
Did I read the book? Do you think I read? I got money to make, bro. I got videos to react to. No, I didn't read Project Hail Mary. That would have pissed me off more.
Which is actually the richest royal family in Europe, I believe. Even though it's probably the second smallest country in Europe, second to the Vatican. I'm not sure about that, right? But it's a tiny little country, and yet it's the richest, right? These two, anyway, right? These two families...
The only thing I read is chat.
Teamed up together, and they basically funded the UFO movement during the early 90s. Everyone you could think of, John E. Mack, Stephen Greer, so on and so forth. They funded all these different organizations.
Financiers, fringe new age alien abduction movement. So, Rory is actually coming out here and confirming my suspicion that this is an elaborate web of fucking CIA-funded globo homo elite bullshit. None of this alien stuff is real. It has been beamed into our pineal glands, into our third eyes by mass media indoctrination.
Now this raises another question. Why were two of the wealthiest families in the world funding the UFO movement and the alien abduction movement in the early 90s? Why were they doing this?
Tell me.
Well, why don't we ask someone that met both Lawrence Rockefeller and Hans Adam II and was given money by both? Stephen Greer.
Dude, look at this guy. They don't make them like this anymore. That's insane. How do you look like that?
So at some point, Stephen Greer claims that Hans Adam II told him why he was funding all this alien bullshit, right? And this is what
See, I told you, alien bullshit.
he said. This is what Hans Adam II said. I'm going to do my best Hans Adam II impression, okay? The reason I'm providing funding to various groups looking into the abduction issue is that I think we really have to have an enemy in space so that we can have a final eschatological battle, an end of the world battle in space that will force the return of Christ.
Chief funder of Opus Dei. Really?
Fuck. So the Crown Prince of Liechtenstein.
So he realized that the only reason the world would unite would be when another fucking race comes down from the heavens. That's when countries will stop fighting with each other because there's a bigger battle. Eschatological, that's referencing the end times.
He wanted a galactic war with aliens so that it would bring about the second coming of Jesus Christ.
That's Warhammer 40k, right? Yeah. I feel like I gotta get into that. That's the God Emperor. Why does that look like Philion?
I kind of like that idea, actually. That's a fun idea. Now, what about Lawrence Rockefeller? Why was he investing in all this, right? Well, before we talk about...
I was talking to my cousin yesterday. We were talking about secret societies, you know, as cousins do. And I asked him point blank, I was like, do you believe that there's like these families, like the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilts, whatever, the Rothschilds? Like, is it that simple? Like, are they the source of all the problems? It cannot be that simple, can it?
Lawrence Rockefeller. I just want to point out something to you, right? Lawrence Rockefeller worked with John Podesta on the UFO Disclosure Initiative back in 1993. Now, Lawrence Rockefeller looks very similar to...
Holy shit, what the fuck? Yo, that's the same guy. That is the same guy. Holy shit, that's Jason Rockefeller. Same exact fucking nose. Same exact fucking ears. Same exact chin. The interpupillary distance is on point. The forehead angulation.
John Podesta. Many people claim that Lawrence Rockefeller is actually the biological father of John Podesta. Now this gets weirder, right? Because, okay, hear me out on this one. Chester Bennington, the lead singer of...
Stop. Stop, dude. That's the same physiognomy. What the fuck?
Linkin Park. He also looks like John Podesta. So people are claiming that this is how the family tree goes. Lawrence Rockefeller, John Podesta, and then Chester Bennington.
Dude, I see it.
Now, that rabbit hole goes deep, and I will talk about it in the next video.
Why do I want to believe that, though?
Right? But I just wanted to point that out. You know what? Okay, I'm going to add a little extra bit to this, because it gets even weirder. This gets even stranger. Because although many people claim...
This is the scariest image I've ever seen in my fucking life. Why does he have a 14 and a fish on his hands?
That John Podesta could be the son of Lawrence Rockefeller. They also say that there's no way he could be the son of Lawrence Rockefeller's wife, Mary Rockefeller.
That looks like a man, dude, wearing a wig.
Now, why is this? Can you tell why this is? Well, many people claim that Mary Rockefeller, Lawrence Rockefeller's wife, was actually born a biological male.
Dude, I fucking called it! Holy shit! Yo. Yo, and my trans radar is it's unbeaten. I'm fucking like 100-0 at this point.
Now, whoa, shots fired. Look, I didn't say this, but this is a common trend with
that is literally a man, dog.
The elites, and especially the Rockefeller family during this time. They did tend to marry quite masculine-looking women, shall we say. I don't know about that, right? I don't know about that. Anyway, I've lost my trail of thought. Oh yeah, why was Lawrence Rockefeller...
Is there a conspiracy theory that Tom Hanks is...
Anyway, I've lost my trail of... We say, I don't know.
Is actually Mrs. Rockefeller? That's another deep rabbit hole for another day.
Why was Lawrence Rockefeller so interested in pushing and disclosing UFO and alien information to the public? Why was this? Well, to understand this,
I still can't believe that I was correct. That aliens as a genre were invented by the elites to keep us fucking gay, fat, and retarded.
we actually have to go back in time to before World War II broke out, okay? Okay, so I want you to imagine this for a moment.
Insane take? No, it's the correct take. Welcome to Third Eye Global.
Bear with me, because we're going to go back to
Everyone thinks you're crazy, but that's 100% provable.
1938.
Rockefeller, am I right?
Imagine this. Imagine that you are a hard-working American man in 1938. You've just finished a hard day's work, a long day's work.
What is this picture from? Why does that look like Abe Lincoln? I know this is like an actual painting, but what is it of? Bro looks one-shotted.
Work, painting with lead at the asbestos factory or something. You get home, your wife's in the kitchen cooking food, as she should be at that time.
At that time.
And you decide to kick back and listen to the radio, okay? You're listening to the radio, listening to your favorite music, and then suddenly the music is interrupted. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this broadcast of dance music to bring you some important information. Turns out there's been an explosion on the planet Mars. But it gets worse. A comet has hit New Jersey.
I use this as the intro for my drone documentary.
But it gets worse. It's not a comet. Oh, no. It's a spaceship. And it opens up and it's aliens. And then suddenly, aliens are attacking people. Thousands of people are dying. It's an alien invasion. Now, I don't know about you, but that's some heavy shit to hear on the radio after a long day's work painting with lead at the asbestos factory. That's some heavy shit. Now, you might all...
Yep, it was Orson Welles, War of the Worlds. I'm not kidding. I use this as the intro for my drone documentary because I'm fucking cracked.
Mountains.
Could you imagine, like, this just one-shots you in 1938? Honey, I'm taking the kids. We have to get out of here.
already know about this, but this radio broadcast of an alien invasion in 1938, this did happen. This happened. And it was groundbreaking. Nothing like this had been done before. Because the way they presented this dramatization of an alien invasion was as if it was real. They presented it as if it was real, as if there were reporters at the scene reporting on what they were seeing in real time. And of course, this caused chaos because many Americans believed that this was real, that actually aliens were invading the country, or that the Russians and Germans have developed new technology and they were invading. Either way, it caused some panic within the United States. Now, you could say that this is the greatest prank of all time. Very funny thing to do. A very funny thing to do, I agree. Tricking people into believing aliens are invading. Very funny. Now, but this actually has a much darker element to it. Because this radio broadcast of a fake alien invasion was studied and used by the Rockefeller Foundation.
Of course it was. This shit has been a plan for centuries. Dude, I told you. I don't want to keep telling you that I told you, but this was one of my first takes ever. It just smells of bullshit. And I'm blessed with 3 eyes. I understand natty versus fake natty. This is a fake natty. It's not real. I'm sorry.
They used this broadcast to see how this new form of mass communication, the radio, this new form of mass media, could be used to manipulate and change people's beliefs and behaviors. Basically, if you can trick a few people into believing that aliens have invaded the planet, you can trick people into believing
anything.
This gives me the dickens. The plot thickens, shall we say. The Rockefeller family, they studied a fake alien invasion in the 1930s to see how gullible the public were.
We all need to start using alpha brains so they can't trick us anymore. So true.
Whether they would fall for an alien invasion. okay? And then the same Rockefeller family funded the whole UFO alien movement of the 90s. They weren't trying to do that again, were they? Fake another alien invasion or something. And they're not going to try and do it now, in recent times, are they?
She gives me the dickens, the plot thickens, she slobber my knob till it's slickened.
Well, to answer this question, we actually have to look back at one of Lawrence Rockefeller's friends. I've mentioned him already, Stephen Greer. But I guess I quickly need to explain who Stephen
This guy looks moist.
Greer is and whether we can trust a bloody thing he says. Look,
This guy looks like Super Saiyan 4, if you know what I mean.
now Stephen Greer is probably one of the most famous and popular UFO alien guys in the world, shall we say, right? You might have seen him on the Joe Rogan podcast. You might have seen him on the Logan Paul podcast. Maybe you've watched one of his videos. Maybe you've read one of his books. He's a busy boy. He gets around and he makes a lot of money. Oh, yeah.
Damn. A UFOologist. Dude, can we make it with search engine optimization so that when you Google Philion, it says meat logologist, mogologist, mogology?
Get that bag, Stephen Greer. He makes a lot of money in this UFO and alien game. Now, because of that, some people call...
Chat, when I get the restock of Moglogs, I'm going to need you all to buy them so that I can start building generational wealth, so that I can start a literal task force investigation team to basically do Natty or Not, but on the entire world of bullshit and truth, and have my own media empire and slice through the bullshit. I will be the crusader. I will be the Azor Ahai who uncovers the elites.
him a grifter. They say he's just in it for the money. And on the other side, some people say that actually Stephen Greer has been compromised because he was funded by Lawrence Rockefeller in the early 90s. And also...
Imagine the Daily Wire, but the exact opposite. Yeah, it's the funniest fucking thing I've read all day. Holy shit. Call it the Daily Fire.
Look, I know how deep the rabbit hole goes. Like, there's a lot of other stuff with him. Like, he did get married in Israel to a
Oy vey!
woman of the Baha'i faith, which is kind of a hippie faith. I'm not that bothered by that, to be honest, myself. But look, Stephen Greer, controversial, polarizing figure. But here's what I find interesting about him. He knew Lawrence Rockefeller personally, right? And then when Lawrence Rockefeller died, around the...
Lawrence Rockefeller does look evil. I don't know, man. These old white dudes with the spectacles and like the ice blue eyes with the white hair. Insane evil aura.
same time, in 2004, Stephen Greer began talking about a fake alien invasion. He changed his opinion on what he thought was happening.
You know what's crazy? You can just like pick aliens as like a genre and just grift it. Like forever. And like you'll get people to agree with you. It's like what he said. If you can get people to get behind it, you can fool them into anything.
He said that actually these elites and these shadowy governments behind the scenes are going to fake an alien invasion and thereby justify a new world order.
So do you think Steven Spielberg was bought off by the Rockefellers to produce the movie? Is that where this is going?
This is commonly known as Project Bluebeam. Now here's the thing. Project Bluebeam is a little more than just a fake alien invasion.
Isn't it declassified documents as well?
In fact, the original concept for Project Bluebeam wasn't so much about aliens at all. It was more about creating a fake religion to unify humanity. See, there's a...
Or is this about not echolocation, astro projection? Is that where Bluebeam comes from? Astral projection declassified files. This is the gateway process. Look at this. Look at the energy consciousness grid. Approved for release. November 10th. September 10th, 2003. You got the Schizo brain charts. You got the Courier font typeface. Keep going. Look at that consciousness energy grid. Dude, this artwork goes so hard.
Problem with faking an alien invasion and faking aliens. Can you see what the problem is? It's religion, right? Religion and religious people. Because religious people will not believe in aliens because it contradicts their faith, right? So that's an issue.
Chat, I feel a slight pull towards nihilistic atheism. I'm not dabbling in it. The void is calling me, though, in such a way where it seems like these elites, they operate above religion, which kind of makes them evil. They're like, if the masses believe in religion, we can just use religion as a Trojan horse to control them. Who am I kidding? Say Christ is Lord. Say Christ is Lord.
So what you have to do is you have to combine the fake alien invasion or the fake aliens, maybe these alien godlike creatures that people will worship. You have to combine that with current religions, you know?
Religion and faith in God are not the same. Yeah, but clearly, I mean, like, Catholicism just mocks. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Think of it this way. Maybe Jesus was an alien. So you have aliens over here, and then you have giant holographic images of Jesus appearing over the Vatican. Stuff like that. Crazy stuff like that. Now, this concept comes from Serge Monsat. He wrote the book Project Bluebeam, and then he died under suspicious circumstances shortly after releasing this book.
God damn it. They always seem to do that.
It's a weird situation. Now, can we trust Serge Monsat? It's a good question.
Why do I not trust this guy? Project Bluebeam, more like Project Blueballed.
Because he is Quebecian. He is
Yeah, no shot. I went to Montreal and oh my God is all I'm going to say.
Quebecian. And Quebecians are weird. They are like these old inbred French people from a long
That's true.
time ago that are still around today. Can you trust an inbred French person from a long time ago?
Dude, if you're Canadian, you can't be trusted. If you're French, you can't be trusted. You put those together, you sure shit cannot be trusted.
Now living in Canada. You cannot. Think of Quebecians, XQC. They're all weird.
So fucking true.
They're all weird. This is the QQ, the Quebecian question.
Wow, dude.
Now, I'm joking, of course. I'm joking. Now, for a long time, the idea of a Project Bluebeam or a fake alien invasion, it sounded insane. It sounded like a ridiculous idea. That could never happen. But today, people are starting to question whether this could happen. But not only that, whether it is happening now. Now, why are people doing this? Why are people questioning this?
Dude, the fact that he brought up XQC reminded me of the era during COVID when all the streamers just took bags from Steak and they were just gambling for millions of dollars a month. And looking back, I'm like, why the fuck didn't I do that? No. Gambling is gay. Gambling is very gay. But like, it seems like they just got away with it. Like, you're just allowed to do that, apparently. You could just make hundreds of millions of dollars. I could have made $1 million a month since March 2020, but here I am stuck in the trenches, serving up slop on a daily basis. You know what? I'm not complaining. I love my job. I'm fun employed.
Well, to begin with, we are having an influx of UFO and alien information.
I'll be making millions on Moglog. Don't you fucking worry.
Shoved down our throats. Right? That's what's happening. We are seeing little Tic Tacs.
It just kind of bothers me that streamers can amass 9 figures off of gambling deals. Do you know that's more than professional athletes. Is that not insane to you? But I'm really not a streamer.
Being flown across the sea on the mainstream media.
You have your morals, though, and your soul is not tied to 600,000 broke Indians. You're right.
We are having people connected to the CIA talking about 4 races of aliens. The Nordics, the
Holy.
classic grey aliens, the insectoids, and of course the John Podestas of the world, the reptilians. I'm actually a little surprised by the insectoids. That's a bit of a curveball. But of course, all of these connect to ancient myths. That's why they've done this now. But can we trust all this information?
This would be sick. I wish we kind of lived in a Skyrim-ass World of Warcraft RPG game where like everyone had a different race and class, but
Can we trust this? Maybe it's all real. Just because it's exclusively connected to the US military and government doesn't mean it's not real.
I told you! It's exclusively American. Other countries don't concern themselves with this fucking bullshit.
Right? Right? Well, consider this. When did this all start happening? When did we start getting this information? We haven't seen a wave of information like this about aliens and UFOs since the Rockefellers were funding the whole operation in the 90s. We haven't seen anything like this. But why are we seeing this now?
It's being funded again.
Well, what else has happened over the past maybe 2 years that has changed the world?
Israel, Palestine, Iran, AI, Charlie Kirk. No.
What else has happened? I'm going to do a little spin while you think about this.
Moglog, OnlyFans.
Artificial intelligence, of course. Artificial intelligence. See, now, today, we have the technology
Oh, I was thinking clavicular.
to fake an alien invasion to a certain extent. Artificial intelligence can generate images. Artificial intelligence can generate videos. Artificial intelligence could generate holographic imagery. And we have drone technology to we have all the technology to do this. Isn't that weird that we have the technology now and then all of a sudden we're seeing all this stuff?
Dude, I literally went to New Jersey to investigate this, and I feel like I was being fucking psyoped.
Weird, right? Now, it's almost like, think of it this way. Imagine an elite person, like some sort of rich elite person.
I got. They got my ass.
Maybe one of the Rockefeller families, maybe some sort of Rothschild of some kind, someone from the bloodlines.
Dude, why do all these fucking evil elite people look like they're melting?
They're at one of their secret meetings, maybe the Bilderberg Group, Club of Rome, maybe they're at the Trilateral Commission, all of which, by the way, were established.
The Bilderberg Group has the most fucking metal logo I've ever seen. Holy shit, let me pull this up because I know I'm blocking it. Making decisions affecting millions. Annual meeting since 1954, no press. Look at this shit. Oh my lord. It's like Third Eye Global. Even this one, planning the New World Order since 1954, educate yourself. Dude. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to reappropriate it.
And founded by the Rockefeller family. All of those secret
Even the Trilateral Commission. Look at that.
societies. Anyway, right?
Why do I love Schizo Secret Society artwork? That shit goes hard as fuck.
Imagine you're one of these guys at one of these events and you're scrolling your phone.
I'm literally going to steal that. I'm going to make a t-shirt today, Third Eye Global merch, and it's going to have that logo on the back. It's going to have the other logo on the front. I'm stealing from you.
On Facebook.
Ink Wizard, get on it. Please.
And suddenly you see an AI generated video of a cat dancing dressed as a ninja. You've never seen anything like this in your life. You're 80 years old. You're like,
I should do a Secret Society drip tier list. So true. Esoteric rankings.
what the? This looks so realistic. Oh my, how did they do this? AI generated.
Oversized cut-off sleeves. Yup, that would go so hard. I want to wear that. So, please, make it happen.
And then they go, oh my God. Guys, look at this video. And all these other old people are looking at the video going, oh my God, it looks so real. It looks like the cat is actually dancing. I know, it's insane. Think about this. We have the technology now to fake an alien invasion.
Unfortunately, he's correct in that this is one-shotting boomers. Like, they don't have They're not media trained. They're not equipped. They don't have the fucking hardware and the software to understand what artificial intelligence even is.
Invasion. And they're all like, oh my god, we can fake it. We can finally do it. The 1938 plan, we can finally put it into action. Actually, this plan goes back to 1898. The plan, all right.
It's like giving a Dorito to a medieval peasant.
Okay, we need to go back to...
I'm stealing that.
Now, there's another aspect to all this, because it's not just
That's the Obey logo. That's kind of sick. Where'd they get that from?
the news, it's not just the US government and US military, it's not just UFO experts and alien experts that are funded by billionaire occultists, it's not just them talking about aliens, it's also within the movies and TV that we watch, right? Now, this is where the idea of predictive programming comes into play. Do you know about predictive programming? This is when they give us the clues. This is when they give us the clues.
Dude, Obey is based on Andre the Giant? Are you serious? Holy shit. I didn't know that was his face.
See, predictive programming is this idea that they are preparing us for what's about to come. They are programming our minds to accept this new reality that we are about to face. Either aliens, an alien attack.
This used to scare the shit out of me as a kid. This brain skull alien. What is this from? Was this a video game or a movie? Mars Attacks. Yeah, this literally horrified me, dude. I hated this as a kid. With the ball sack brain. Was it a horror or was it a comedy? Fuck this movie.
Or maybe even alien Jesus. Either way, they are programming our minds to accept aliens as fact. Okay? Now, this is where Steven Spielberg comes into all this. Because Steven Spielberg, he's made a lot of alien movies. And recently, he has released a new movie called Disclosure Day. Now, this film actually tries to do something interesting. It tries to resolve the issue between religion and aliens. Just because aliens now exist and have come down to Earth.
So Steven Spielberg is quite literally trying to solve the problem that the Rockefellers saw decades ago. Because the public will not accept aliens if they believe in religion.
Does not mean you have to stop being a Christian.
Yo, is that Philion?
Does not mean you have to stop believing in God. That's the idea.
I think Steve is just a useful idiot. Spielberg is just a Rockefeller media arm. I think we're onto something here. That was our original analysis.
Here, behind this movie. Spielberg and others thought that this film would change the world in some way. It would change the perspective of anyone that watched it. You would have to change and question your faith after watching this movie. You would have to...
So, how? What did this movie do? How does it portray God? How does Disclosure Day portray God? The movie uses the premise of extraterrestrial contact to explore the nature of faith, asking whether God is strictly the creator of Earth or the divine force behind all conscious life in the universe. What, dude?
Think about aliens and God in a different way after you've watched.
I gotta admit, this image does go hard. Emily Blunt's eye with the UFO illuminating it in the shadow. But maybe that's just because Emily Blunt is... We don't have to go there. She's a very attractive woman.
Disclosure Day. That was kind of the idea. That's the way they built this film up. But here's the thing. This film sucked ass. It was absolute bullshit. No one cared about this movie. 3
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about this movie.
days after this movie was released, no one spoke about it ever again. And that's the issue with an alien attack or a fake alien invasion.
No one cares. There's seed oils in my skin. There's microplastics in my balls. I'm sold out of Moglogs. I got bigger fucking problems than a goddamn alien invasion. If aliens are real, come down and suck me off right now. Probe my shit. What would you do if I just got fucking teleported up like a cow?
No one gives a shit about this stuff. That is a boomer idea.
Yup, Gen Z, way too nihilistic. We have to Klarna our fucking burritos at Chipotle.
Faking aliens is a boomer idea. Can only come from the mind of Hans Adam II.
This is actually fucking hilarious.
Who is in his 80s.
I love how Gen Z just slices through. They fucking hate millennials. They hate boomers. They're just so PvP. Yo, get this fucking unk slop out of here.
Spielberg, who is in his 80s. Lawrence Rockefeller, he's dead.
They just call everything gay and Jewish, and it turns out to be true. Even though they hate themselves.
This is an old person idea. The younger generations will not fall for this bullshit. Am I right about this? I don't know, because this actually goes deeper. Because the nature of our reality is going to be so strange soon with artificial intelligence, we won't know what to believe. We won't know what's real or what's fake. The only thing we'll be able to trust is what we see with our own eyes. And even then, it'll be a bit...
What does Tony Soprano say? Trust half what you see and nothing of what you hear.
It's going to get... There's a weird future ahead.
Everything is gay and retarded until proven straight and intellectual.
Right? So, who knows what will happen.
What the fuck is a neuromancer? I've heard that before. It's like a sci-fi thing. Just that name goes hard. Neuromancer. 1984, huh? Fiction novel of the science variety by William Gibson. Set in the near future, narrative follows Case, a computer hacker enlisted into a crew by a powerful artificial intelligence and a traumatized former soldier to complete a high-stakes heist. Looks kind of fucking sick.
Happen. But here's the thing. With this,
it's a foundational work of early cyberpunk. I knew I recognized it. There's a guy on YouTube. He's like a camera review channel, and he wears the Neuromancer helmet. And that's what this is from. It's original sci-fi. Does anyone know the name of the channel that I'm talking about? Let's see if I can find it quick. You know exactly the channel that I'm talking about? He has like the highest quality camera reviews ever. But bro like uploaded himself into a helmet. Yeah, so this is OG sci-fi. OG sci-fi, 1984. This is a pivotal moment for the nerds and the geeks.
This video, I'm not asking you to not believe in aliens. That's not what I'm doing here. I believe in some crazy supernatural stuff myself, maybe, I don't know, right? Maybe I think a lot of this alien stuff is actually an artificial intelligence god from the future influencing the past, using plasmoid aliens to make us think, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think some crazy shit myself. I'm not asking you to question your faith in aliens. What I'm asking you to do is actually question who is giving you this information. If it's coming from almost exclusively American military sources, if it's coming from people paid by occultist billionaires like the Rockefellers, then...
Oh my God, look at his eyes, dude. He's rotting.
Then I would question that information. I would question that information. Now, all of this is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to this fake alien idea, right? And who is trying to fake aliens into our mythology. Do you know who invented the idea of an alien invasion? Do you know who came up with that idea? It was H.G. Wells. Now, H.G. Wells was probably one of the greatest magicians of our age. He hyperstitioned this reality that we are living in now.
Hyperstition is my new favorite word, because I feel like I've hyperstitioned my entire life. I don't know if it is rolled up into delusional optimism, but a hyperstition is a fictional idea or narrative that, through the very act of being believed and circulated, becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy that manifests into reality. That's just how intent works. Yeah, it's like manifesting, but less gay.
We are living in a manifested future from H.G. Wells' mind. And that rabbit hole goes deep. But think of
This is going to piss me off because now I need to know the name of the camera YouTuber that wears the helmet.
this way. H.G. Wells, he wrote War of the Worlds in 1898. Then, do you know that fake radio broadcast in 1938? Yes, that was a dramatization of War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Now, do you know who else made a film about H.G. Wells in 2005? The most recent adaptation of War of the Worlds? It was Steven Spielberg. You know, there's a lot to it. Now, that's just a chain of events that doesn't seem very relevant, right? But trust me, I'll get into that one time. And actually, there's a much darker element to this because H.G. Wells, he wrote the book, The New World Order. He wrote the blueprint.
Is this where New World Order comes from? H.G. Wells? All of these Alex Jones adjacent ideas are coming from actual sci-fi novels? Just full circle? Dude, I'm learning that everything is a derivative of a derivative of a derivative of a derivative.
For the New World Order. And he said, billions must die for this New World Order to come into
Holy shit, that's where that's from?
play. And it gets worse because the film Disclosure Day, it has a much darker element to it. A much...
Yes! Oh my god, thank you. He got it. It's GX Ace. Look at this shit. These are camera reviews. Neuromancer, the sky above the port. The quality is absolutely insane. Let's see. I want to see where he wears the helmet. This guy's obsessed with his helmet. Right here. I don't understand it, because it's just camera reviews, but check this out.
This is the Sony RX-1.
Like, what the fuck is this production value? Dude, I'm pretty sure I reached out to this guy years ago, and I was like, how do you do this? I wanted to pick his brain on, like, this level of production. And then he turns himself into a hologram. Look at this.
Tax de GAs. Gracias y mantenerse a salvo.
Must be a passion project? Oh, it has to be. You don't make money doing that.
darker element to it. Disclosure Day is a film about two children being abducted by aliens. And then these children grow up and they forgive these aliens. These
Oh my god, they literally have Stockholm Syndrome?
aliens were their abusers and they forgive them. Not only that, they use the mainstream media.
I'm fucking killing my abductors. What is this? Empathy as evolution? Forgive them, for they do not know that they sin. I'm fucking curb stomping that little gray alien into smithereens.
To make the whole world forgive their abuse.
I'm cucking my abductor and making him watch from the corner of the UFO.
Now, I cannot talk about that on YouTube, but let me tell you, the Steven Spielberg rabbit hole goes deep.
I'm now my abductor's bull.
I'm gonna do I'm going to have to do that on my Patreon, right? I am promoting my Patreon now, but it's free, right? I need to diversify just in case they kick me off YouTube. I had an issue uploading a video. This is why there's been a delay. I had to, let's just say I had issues. Let's just say that, right? Mossad.
It's a message about how humans need to have more empathy and listen to each other. That's literally the message from the alien at the end of the movie. That's... I need a better word than gay and retarded, but like, there's nothing that quite encompasses it.
Blew up my computer. I lost a whole video. I am going through hell. Okay.
Like that's like, how is Steven Spielberg regarded as like one of the goats? That's not good story writing. That's slow and chuddy.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine. I am fine.
It's fucking garbage. But hey, I mean, the slugs, they yearn for the slop, am I right?
But yes, I am going to try and upload more videos. I'm going to get the Patreon going. The Patreon is free. You're just diversifying. But I welcome all the support. If you believe in aliens, that's cool. If you don't believe in aliens, that's also cool.
Yeah, I don't believe in aliens. I know he doesn't believe in aliens. It's part of the American military-industrial complex. And if you believe in them, you got. Sorry. You still have time to tune in to kick.com/philion and buy Moglogs, though. It'll reverse the psychosis and the government programming.
You know, it doesn't matter. Just don't trust anyone. Don't even trust me. What's my agenda? What am I trying to do?
The alien whispers its final message and says, listen, and then roll credits. Movie doesn't matter when you get a heated recliner and nachos hand-delivered to you in your slop pod.
Remember this actually. I don't believe they're going to fake an alien invasion. They'll realize that that's a dumb idea. I think after Disclosure Day, they realize that this is not going to work. No one cared about this
Moglogs are proven to make your pineal gland glisten, that's right.
movie. No one will care about an alien invasion. But
aliens, not going to make it.
They will fake a sentient artificial intelligence that we have lost control of. And that will work. Everyone will believe that. Am I right? If we lose control of artificial intelligence tomorrow, drones start attacking people.
They're already starting to do that. What was it? Anthropic? It was like they locked it in a black box and it like solved all the puzzles and pointed out all the code. What was it? Mythos? What was the name of the rogue agent? That's all going away, dude. So last century. So true. AI isn't real. It has no intelligence. Oh, it was Claude Mythos? That's exactly what it was.
Computers go down. Whole power grids go down. And they tell you that actually we've lost control of one of these advanced artificial intelligence things. Will you believe that? You could believe that, right? But that will be fake as well.
The simulated sentience hypothesis. I'm pretty sure he wrote that. Proposition that the illusion of artificial consciousness could be deliberately staged and weaponized. Under SSH, a convincing performance of rogue AI behavior like engineered system failures, selective leaks, manipulated media, and choreographed malfunctions could persuade societies that a superintelligent machine mind has awakened. True sentience would be unnecessary. Perception alone would suffice to unify governments, justify extraordinary powers, and centralize authority under the pretext of survival. By fabricating a threat too vast to challenge directly, elites could compel voluntary submission while appearing as saviors. Rory's onto some shit, bro.
That will be fake as well. They will simulate the sentience. This is the simulated sentience hypothesis that will bring about the new Leviathan. And the new Leviathan of the new age...
That's simulated Leviathan. It's all making sense now!
Will be simulated. Yes, I am absolutely mentally ill. I understand. I understand this. It's very...
I'm not crazy. You're crazy for not subscribing to Rory and Philion.
Hypocritical for me to say all this alien stuff.
I'm not crazy. You're crazy for the one who thinks that Moglogs are going to be in stock. That's why you got to buy them now, but you can't, so you have to sign up to the email. Mogmail, that's mog.shop.
is bullshit, and then me tell you the craziest thing you've ever heard in your life. But let me tell you, Skynet will be fake. Skynet will be simulated, and that's what they're going to use. It's not going to be an alien invasion. It's going to be a simulated sentience invasion, a fake AI demon.
That is what Gen Z can get behind. Aliens are too boomer coded. He solved it. Once again, absolute schizo W.
Anyway, we're all having fun here. We're all having fun here. Let's have fun. Let's continue having fun. I'll see you all next week, hopefully.
You already know that the Moglogs will still ship during the AI pandemic. That's right. Yep, Mog.shop will still be open. I will be fueling the masses while they're bunkered down in their goon pods. Black market of beef, because everything will be turned into insect paste. So much fun. Great jokes, Rory.